Oh, good afternoon. Welcome to the 22nd of December, 2014. This is Fancy Pants Podcast. It's Jack Flynn and Nathan Clancy there.
That's me. Hi.
That's the end of our introductions. Oh, man. Sure is, winter now.
Yeah, no, it's gotten cold.
Yep.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did. We are recording now, yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I turned it on.
Sneakily, right in the middle of me whistling. Yeah.
Right in there.
Well, alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
Podcast. A post-work podcast. Good.
You love work.
I am okay with work. Work and I have an understanding.
Why don't you quit if you hate it so much?
I can't. It's not legal.
Yeah, I mean, you just ride out the time.
just wait it out. Just check out mentally for the next 3.5 years.
Give up.
Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Giving up is easy.
It seems...
Not giving up is hard.
I feel like...
A priest once told me suicide is easier than life.
What? That did not... Nobody looked you in the eye and said, you know what's easier than living? Killing yourself. It is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and that's exactly what you want. Fix the crap out of that problem.
The quote was, "Life is hard, but suicide is easy."
I don't know if he meant that as a please kill yourself. He was probably trying to discourage you. Or maybe not. I don't know. That does sound like a really terrible quote to discourage somebody.
Yeah. Like, okay. Making a 4-star meal in the morning is hard, but eating a bagel is easy.
Yeah. It just sounds like, a bagel then.
Yeah, so suicide.
Well.
It's the answer to problems.
It's not.
Okay. You think you know better than a priest?
Typically, yeah. Yeah, no, most of the time I do.
I thought you were religious.
Yeah. But not a very good religious person. Pretty terrible at it. I'm incredibly arrogant. I think I'm smarter than most people.
What are you good at?
Not like a lot.
Oh.
Not a lot of things. I play video games, some modicum of skill. Yeah, I'm super good at reading. Super good at that. I do it
Oh, yeah?
often. Yeah.
What am I thinking?
That's not what that is. It is totally separate skills.
No, they told me in, that it's called reading.
Mind reading.
Tomato.
Nope. Not equivalent.
Potato.
Your argument is not getting better. You just said the same thing with different...
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
You can't prove that in a court of law, though.
What?
Yeah.
At what point would this become illegal?
I talked to some people, and now I know new tricks up my sleeve.
Like the phrase, you can't prove that in a court of law, but not the context in which to use it?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. I know you don't know. You made that abundantly clear.
Tomato.
That is not an argument. Really, you're just saying a thing.
You say tomato, I also say tomato.
Oh, no, we didn't say equivalent to... Okay.
It's equivalent in exchange.
Did you get that from Full Metal Alchemist?
I learned a lot from them.
Yeah, as it turns out, not a great show to learn science from.
No, they taught me all sorts.
I don't think that they did, no.
Oh, yeah?
Nothing happened. Nothing continues to happen. You were making sound.
Because I'm not a cartoon.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's... I mean, you were cartoonish in many of your mannerisms, but you yourself, no, are not personally a cartoon.
I wish. Some days.
I know, right? Well, I don't know. I mean, certain parts about being a cartoon must be great. Other parts, I don't know. There's got to be downsides, eh?
To what?
Being a cartoon.
No.
I'm trying to think of some, but I can't right now.
Yeah, because you know what?
Later on,
people like colors.
I don't think it's like you start out with a cogent argument and then you just absolutely shoot yourself down.
Okay, because one of my favorite things is colors.
Okay, go on.
And 2, they're magical.
Colors?
And 3, I like them. And D,
yep.
Crayons is neat too.
I think we stopped talking about cartoons and just started talking about how you're fascinated by colors, like a toddler.
No.
Oh, that's it? That's the end of your counter argument? No?
Yeah, because you're talking about my opinion. So that's for me to make and you to guess. And then you guessed wrong, so I can say no, and then that's the end of it.
It wasn't a guess.
You guessed wrong.
We were talking about benefits and disadvantages to being a cartoon, and you said, I like colors. I pointed out that your argument had changed. None of that was opinion.
No, it all was.
You barely speak English at this point.
I only like cartoons. I like colors.
You only like cartoons. You like colors. They're almost unrelated statements, unless you were saying, I like cartoons because I like colors, and you are then asserting that other things lack colors.
These are 2 things I like.
Well, that's fine. That's okay. Doesn't have anything to do with the advantages or disadvantages of being a cartoon.
I like jerky. Also.
That's nice. What does that have to do with this?
With what?
Okay. Just that no, it's gone. I ain't even remember.
What's gone?
I cared. The argument about the advantages or disadvantages of being a cartoon.
Well, for one, anvils don't hurt as much.
Oh, so we finally reached it. Good.
For 2, colors is rad.
Okay.
For 3, okay, you remember last time that I was scared at night?
No, probably not. I don't remember any times that you were scared at night.
Oh, why?
A, you don't tell me. B, I'm not you.
You don't know that for sure.
I know that I'm not you.
Okay, because I watched this movie called Fight Club.
Called what?
It's called Fight Club.
Fight Club.
I don't know. But in Fight Club, this guy was all sorts of body parts.
That was metaphorical.
Nah, he said it.
Yeah, using metaphor.
No, using English.
Metaphor is not a language. Metaphor is a way to express a thing in an effective, somewhat poetic manner.
Yeah?
Where you liken a thing to another thing without using a phrase of comparison, right?
Can
because
you
if you use a comparative phrase, it becomes a simile.
Can you prove that in a court of law?
I mean, yeah, yes. Me and millions of English teachers would be able to state definitively that that is the case.
You're not an English teacher.
I'm not, although I am a user of English and apparently more knowledgeable than you are in its application.
You don't know that for sure.
I'm building a pretty strong case right now.
No, because English teachers got, like, jobs as that.
And that says, what about my ability to use English?
So, because now you're not an expert, so you can't get in the court of law, see?
Yeah, you've made it thoroughly clear that I don't have to be an expert to be better than
No,
you at
you
English.
have to, if you want to prove it in the law court.
I'm certain that I could find an English teacher who would back up my assertion.
Nah, because I'll pay them.
I could find another one.
No, I'll pay them too.
How much money do you think you have?
I don't know, $1 billion?
You know what? I actually don't know. You might. I think the world would be cheaper for it, but you might have $1 million.
How many is 12 zeros with a 9 in front of it?
12 zeros?
Yeah.
Is that in won?
Huh? No, money.
Won is money.
Hard American money.
So dollars.
I don't know. Money.
You don't know what money is called, and yet you claim to have a 13-figure bank account.
All I'm saying is, like, how much is that?
So you're saying that's not what you have, you're just asking
that
what it is? You're
40,
just looking for it?
$40?
No. Nope.
Well, I
Let's
don't
see. I
know.
have to think about it. 1,000, million, billion, 9 billion?
Oh.
Or
Dollars?
9 billion or what? 90 million. If you are including the decimals for cents.
I only like billions.
So again, I've got to ask, this figure that you're talking about, is it the figure that you claim you have in your bank account?
Look, I don't want to talk about it.
Or is
anymore.
it just the number that you thought of?
Let's just not pay attention to it. Forget I did anything.
I'm working at it. I'm trying pretty hard to forget that you did things.
Shh.
What?
Shh.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we covering news? Should we?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All right. News.
Okay. Ominous announced vengeance on North Korea for Sony hack with Operatic.
Anonymous announces vengeance on North Korea for Sony hack with Rip NK.
Them against me like they're gonna miss.
Dude, you're not even making words anymore.
Have announced responding to North Korea for the Sony hack.
Famous hacker collective Anonymous has announced that they'll be responding to North Korea for the Sony hack.
The hackers known as GOP or Guardians of Peace are believed to be a North Korean group, have been compared to Anonymous and Anonymous expressed in agreement with them some matters.
I feel like
However,
I'm translating for a drunk person.
now that Sony has pulled the interview from theaters, they spelled it wrong. In response to the hacking.
How would you know?
And threats.
How would you know that the thing was spelled wrong?
And I guessed. I'm good at guessing.
No. Right.
So, apparently, back in the day,
4 days ago?
4 years ago,
Days.
Sony got
Sony.
hacked.
Hacked. Yes.
That sucks. I've been hacked once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And
Oh, that's the end of the story?
no, there's more.
Okay.
The key to getting hacked is that afterwards you want to put a lot of pressure where they hacked you so that the blood doesn't all come out of you.
You are using a different meaning of the word hacked.
No,
They're
I'm pretty
talking
sure I'm
about-
using the right one.
Edie's right. It's not the right one for this situation. When they say hacked, they mean breached their computer security and in some way accessed their network to do things they didn't want them to do.
This is a family-friendly podcast. You can't use that word.
Breached? And no, it's fucking not. This is not a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, I encourage children of all ages.
You shouldn't. They should not hear this.
Hey, kids at home,
Don't.
you should buy more products.
We don't have any products for them to buy.
Not from us, but from others.
Just in general. Buy things. Signed Jack Flitton. Is that Is that what you want? That's your message for the folks at home?
Yeah, rich children is good for economy.
Okay. So, if they spend their money, they will no longer be rich.
Good.
B, how do you think that the people that listen to our podcast are children who are rich?
I think everyone's a rich child in their heart.
No. Nope. No. People at heart can be childlike, and most people want to be rich, but I promise you, no one that consumes our product here, no one that listens to the things that we say is an affluent infant. Doesn't happen. Not the case.
Hey, everyone at home. Aiden just called you all a bunch of assholes. Yes
That's
or no?
not what I said. It's not how polls work.
Yeah, it is. I've been playing Pokemon. Actually, I got some pictures I want to show you because this proves my point real good.
You're gonna show pictures on a podcast?
I'll put them up.
It does anything?
I'll put them on there somewhere.
You'll put them on there somewhere.
Somehow.
Attached to the audio recording pictures.
Some way, somehow.
You'll make a video.
See? Where did you come from? Yes or no?
It's not. I bet you answered that question in a way that was different than yes or no.
No, that was the way that they wanted it.
They wanted a yes or no?
Yeah.
I'd find that highly unlikely or a poor translation.
No, because I answered yes, and he said, "Whoa, you came from Yes Town? Wow."
I don't believe you. I don't believe that is the case.
Actually, I can't prove it right now because I'm in a meeting or something.
What?
Well, before you came, I was playing it, and I was going to go fight some sort of space screen. I don't know.
You're going to fight a space screen?
Look, I don't know what it is. What's the thing that falls out of space?
There are several things. Asteroids, meteorites,
That one.
broken satellites.
That one. Meat ripe.
I believe that meteorites are the ones that burn up in the atmosphere and then never touch
Nah, this
down.
one's gonna smash up everyone real good. So I had to go to a tower.
So an asteroid, perhaps?
No, it is a meteorite.
Meteorite.
Yeah, it started with a M sound.
Okay, that's fine. I guess I don't actually know which one is which, so I don't care. What?
Anyhow, I can't go to that town now because I was talking to someone about the meteorite, and then you came here, so now I can't. I'm kind of trapped.
So you think
and I don't want to play for like 30 minutes just so I can go, oh yeah, no, this kid's an asshole. And then you go, oh, I guess you were right.
So, wait, you think that conversation and meeting are exchangeable words? You feel like they have the same meaning? You can use those in whatever fashion you
understand
want.
what you're saying.
You said that you were in a meeting, but what you just described was just a conversation.
Well, I had to go meet them. It was an appointment because we were gonna go talk about the meteorite.
Meteorite.
Yeah. Also,
you can't get off here.
that's what they think.
Ah, Jesus. It's such a shitty. I mean, I have no problems with innuendo. You got a Jesus costume?
Yeah, I got a Jesus costume.
You know that Halloween happened like 2 months ago, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a video. What do you think I have 8 ball for?
I don't understand. I very much don't follow whatever the hell you just... Jesus and an 8-ball?
It'll make sense. It'll make sense. Don't worry. Heck, maybe we could film it today or some shit. I don't know. I don't really need you. I kind of do. I wanted to pan out. I guess I didn't do just 2 shots.
Okay.
2 shots.
2 whole shots?
It's gonna have to take a lot of takes because 8 balls is hard to use the way I want them to.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to reshoot it a bunch.
8 ball, why is Clancy an asshole to our viewers? Yes or no? It is decidedly so. There you go.
You phrased the question wrong. You asked why when you could have just said, for the same effect, you could have said, is Clancy an asshole to our listener?
I already know the answer.
Then why were you asking?
Because I wanted to see if it knew the answer, and it did.
So you're just testing the 8-ball?
Yeah, it's smart.
Right. Okay.
Smarter than the average bear.
It's not even a bear.
It could be.
Nope.
You don't know what a bear is.
I do. Do you?
Yeah?
Okay. What does a bear look like?
12 feet tall. Ears made of fire.
Nope.
Covered in scales.
Nope. You veered a little bit off course there.
Walks like a cat.
In some ways, I think yes, but their gait is more
And
dog-like.
they kick down skyscrapers.
No.
And eat berries.
Aren't you just describing
And
Godzilla
fish.
from that 2002 movie?
And they sleep all winter.
Oh, okay.
And they have wings.
Nope.
They come from their arms.
If this was a test, I think you would have gotten maybe a 20%, which you'll notice is a failing grade.
No, any
Something
percent is
with which
passing.
I'm sure you are familiar.
If you get any percent, you pass.
Nope. Not the case.
No, because it's fine.
That's not a way to answer that question. It's not even a question.
Because I already know the answer, so I don't need to ask it.
What the fuck? Listen, no, alright? It is not just if you showed up and answered one question right and got a percent, you passed. That is not how it works. There is a minimum percent for virtually all tests, not all, but virtually all tests.
Well, that just seems ridiculous.
It does not. It seems reasonable.
No, because how can you grade someone on different levels like that? You either get a percent or you don't.
That's how grading works. You're describing a pass-fail system where the percent
Yeah, I
is
got the
0
percent.
or 100. But we're talking about graded or divided into different sections.
I don't even like that book.
That is not... I'm not describing a book.
It's like 50 Shades of Grey.
That's the color gray, of which there are supposed to be 50 shades. And I cannot believe you've heard of that.
Tomato, tomato.
That is not... You stop using that argument because it doesn't make sense. I don't think you even understand what you're saying. I think you're just stringing together noises that
I
you've
know
heard
what
before.
tomatoes are.
I'm not confident that you do.
Yeah, the red circle.
Surprisingly close. Shockingly close.
Because I know what they are.
Alright. Alright. What are tomatoes used for?
I don't know. Volleyball.
Nope.
Who knows? No one can know
I'll
for
give
sure.
you another guess. One more time. What are tomatoes used for? And it is neither volleyball, nor whatever that fucking thing that you just murmured was. No one can know. It's not that no one can know.
Whatever I do with my tomatoes is none of your business.
Please never describe me what you do with your tomatoes.
I already did.
Society, gross. Just society in general, what do they do with tomatoes?
I would imagine the same things that I do with them.
Nah, I doubt that highly.
So people just don't go around playing volleyballs.
With tomatoes? No. Would not be effective.
Why not? It gives you a boost of energy. They're filled with B vitamins.
And how does playing volleyball with an object allow its vitamins contained therein to be absorbed into your person? Do you any benefit?
Okay. Remember how when a sponge absorbed all my water?
I don't, and it didn't.
Okay, well it did.
No.
Yeah, it spilled all over everywhere, and I put a sponge at it, and then it absorbed it.
Oh no, not the water within your person, but you spilled some water. It belonged to you, and then you used a sponge to soak it up. No, I don't remember that.
Well, because you weren't here.
No, I was not.
But guess what? If you put things into you, your stomach sponge does the same thing.
So what you're saying is people consume tomatoes and then play volleyball?
Yeah.
So why didn't you say eat them?
I forgot the word.
For eat? You forgot the word eat? How? How did you forget eat? It is a basic function.
keep telling you, if you want to get him up in my brain, we just gotta get one of them connectings.
I'm not going to try to use a USB port to read your brain because it's not possible.
Maybe we could get blue teeth.
Bluetooth won't work either. Your brain does not transmit on a Bluetooth frequency.
I didn't understand why coloring your teeth would change anything either, but...
Does not have anything to do with the color blue or the mandible bones, not even a little bit. It is named after Harald Bluetooth, who was
I think
some
that's
sort of
unfair,
Viking king.
'cause
What?
there's, like, women have bones, too.
Mandible. I said mandible, and you thought to yourself, oh, only men have those? It's like manable? Is that what you thought I said?
I don't know, but women have bones, too.
Yes, I know that. That's not what that word means.
I'm pretty
the
sure.
The syllable man in there has no male implication.
I've never been a woman,
Never
so I
been
guess
a
I can know for real.
Whether or not they have bones? That's only a thing you can learn through personal experience. The existence of bones.
Yeah.
Nope.
We're chopping them up.
They have been chopped up in the past. Some women...
Well, I never did it.
You don't. You can, generally speaking, trust the word...
Well, I don't know. I
of
feel like if we're going to do
generations
this
of
science...
medical professionals.
If we're going to do this science project...
We are not.
We're going
We are not
to
undertaking...
need a large base sample.
We are not doing it.
Because you don't want... Because
Stop
maybe
right
there's
now.
a freak of nature.
There's no way
So we have to
that
do
this is
at
happening.
least
We don't
100.
have to do anything involving this
And then
at all.
the percent
In fact,
from
we
that
have
will
to
be
not
the
do
number of it.
We can't.
And then we could say, oh,
Nope.
97%
Nope.
of women don't have bones.
Nah, A, that is not the case, and B, we are not finding out in your method.
Why did you want to do this science
I
anyway?
didn't want to do that science.
Then why did you
People
bring it
are
up?
I'm telling you that women have bones and it is verified in the past.
How could we know?
Because trusted scientists.
How many women
examining
bones have you
cadavers-
seen?
Personally?
Yeah.
I don't know, some in museums. I don't know, lots, maybe a couple,
Yeah.
3.
What goes in
human
museum? Strange things that don't exist in the world no more.
Or examples of things that go historically. Like, for instance, that set of human bones that I would have seen in a museum was probably from a person who lived in ancient Egypt or was an ancient native to the land in which that museum was set. So
And maybe they evolved out of them.
Nope. Women did not evolve away from bones.
We don't.
Except for the penis.
We don't know that.
We're pretty confident.
Who is?
Literally everyone who isn't you.
That's not true.
In fact, it includes, I'm certain, all of the women on the planet who walk around having bones.
Well, yeah, because they know from experience if they do or not.
So why can't you just trust the women? You know women!
You
They
know-
walk around boned.
You know I've seen the X-Files. David Duchovny told me never ever trust anyone. Ever!
So your argument in support of women may or may not have bones is some point in the past a character that David Duchovny played said, don't trust people.
Yeah. We've gone over this.
You were the worst. You were the worst. You were like an anti-scientist. You were the antithesis of learning
No,
and
I'm
growth
the
of the human
I'm the
experience.
best at learning. Because I learn all from my own experience. So then all I know is all I know. You know?
Oh, ha. Like there was like a...
I'm self-learned. I learned myself.
Everyone learns on their own. They
Yeah.
are taught by other people.
See, I didn't.
But the
I taught
acquisition-
me.
So, you feel you are more prepared for the world because the only information you have received has come from inside.
Yeah.
And so all of it could be false and you have no idea because you have absolutely no
No,
other
I
inputs.
having 100% idea because I know because I seen it.
This is insipid.
I don't. You can make up words all day. It's not less any true.
It's not a made-up word. It's not even a terribly uncommon word.
Yeah, it's like cat or fire hydrant.
Both very common words. Well, fire hydrant probably less now. People don't talk about them really all the time. How many people do you know just discussing fire hydrants?
My circle of friends does a lot.
Why?
We want to know what's in them.
It's water. The answer is water. The answer to the question you apparently have been struggling with is water.
We don't know that.
You do, and you can. Why do you, what is the... Listen. Why do you think fire hydrants exist?
Oh, fire.
Loosely, yes. They exist to aid firefighters in the fighting of fire by accessing the central...
I'm sorry, you lost me at aid fire.
No, firefighters in fighting fire. Those who fight fire.
Fire the firefighters?
That's not what that...
Are you opposed to firefighters?
Nope. I am for firefighters. I like things not burning down. I enjoy that, and I like it that they respond when things
but it's
are...
so much warmer when things burn down.
Until you die. Or your stuff is all gone because it was consumed in a fire.
I can't withstand millions of degrees of fire.
No, you can't.
That was to your voice that I made up.
That not only does it not sound like me. Oh no, you said you made it up. I'm gonna concede that point. Also, it would absolutely burn you up and kill you.
Me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Because I don't believe in it.
That is not how that works.
Belief is half the battle.
Fire
knowing
does not
is the other
give a
half
shit
the battle.
if you believe in it.
See,
it doesn't even have the capacity to
how
do
could
so.
knowing be half the battle if belief was another half? You can't... If I don't believe things, then I can't know them, and then the battle can't beat me.
That is not what G.I. Joe meant when he said believing is...
That's what they told me every
knowing
day.
is half the battle. They told you that knowing is half the battle.
They told me if I don't believe in stuff hard enough, then I'll be fine.
G.I. Joe never said that.
He said, hey, listen there, friend.
Didn't.
You can't die if you don't believe in it.
Didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
I believe that he said that, so that's what I believe.
Circular motherfucker. No! No! It doesn't just work like you can't just believe things into existence.
I believe them out of existence.
Neither one works.
No, it's fine.
Things exist or they don't.
Okay, in the future, when all the prisons have laser bars... You sound like this is ridiculous.
It is.
The future's not gonna have laser bar prisons?
No.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's ridiculous. Laser bars are cool. And they, like, burn people when you touch them. Unless you don't believe in them, and then you just walk through.
Nope. It would still burn you.
No, it'd be fine.
No.
Yeah. I don't think you understand how lasers work.
I feel like you don't understand how lasers work.
I know exactly how they work.
How do they work?
Okay, it's pumping of high amounts of energy through focusing and then it shoots out a lens power beam thingy.
Wow, that was really good for you. I'm so... Like, I set that bar real low, and you actually crossed over.
Because I know things, because I learned myself.
So you taught yourself how lasers work?
Yeah! I make them all the time.
What? What? You don't know how to pronounce anonymous, but you can build a laser?
I don't need to know conventional oven knowledge.
You don't need to know conventional oven knowledge.
That's how the word is used.
Nope.
Conventional oven.
No.
It's one word. It means normal.
It is... Conventional often means traditional or normal. Oven is not a necessary part of the phrase.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure you're even just thinking of convection oven, which is a
you
different
work
thing
for
entirely.
Wexters?
Wexters?
Websters? Wellsters?
Nope.
The dictionary.
Dictionary. Webster's.
Who?
Webster's.
Wilmer?
Webster's.
We'll focus on it later. I'll teach you how to pronounce it good.
I truly look forward to it. Really do. You teaching me how to pronounce Webster's.
Welvins.
Webster's. You haven't even consistently said it yourself.
Mexton.
What? You're getting farther away. You're not even drawing close.
I don't draw, I'm speaking.
Huh. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Every teacher you've ever had in your life is just weeping. Every time. I want to introduce them individually to this podcast.
I only have one teacher.
And it's you, isn't it?
Pretty much. Some other guy.
Some other guy. Do you remember his name?
I could. You...
What is it?
What are you even asking for?
Because I want to show him these podcasts.
You won't find him.
To have him understand how little he had done, how far his work had gone wrong. What's his name?
You will never find him.
Why not?
Okay, well, alright. So, how many bridges in Victoria, British Columbia have you been to?
Did the person who was your teacher live under a bridge?
Yeah. Shaky Joe.
Shaky Joe.
We've talked about him.
We have discussed. Shaky Joe, we have. I didn't realize that he was your one and only teacher.
And me. So that's 2 teachers. But then I saw X-Files and I couldn't be friends with Shaky Joe anymore.
That was the line. His name being Shaky Joe, living under a bridge, teaching you clearly everything wrong. That was all fine. But as soon as David Duchovny was like, trust no one, you were like, I gotta cut ties.
Yeah, I love David Duchovny.
Duchovny.
Duchovny. Yes, I said.
It's
I
not-
love him.
You've made that abundantly clear.
He teached me a lot of
Talked.
good things.
He didn't. Not personally.
He teached me
Taught.
that everyone's scary. And several things that aren't that.
Just give me an example beyond people are scary.
Aliens are blonde. Carry a gun on your ankle.
That's actually a solid lesson.
You know what ankle is, yeah?
Yes, no, I know what
It's
ankles
the
are.
wrist of
I
your
know what ankles
arm. I mean, leg?
Like,
Your low arm.
it is not the wrist of your lower arm, unless, of
Yeah,
course,
just
you
like,
decide
okay, it
to
goes
interpret
head,
leg as lower arm.
middle, lower arm, elbow,
That's a
ankle, bottom hand.
Foot. Foot.
No one knows for sure.
No, people know.
People don't know things.
Many.
People trust too many people, and then look at all the knowledge that gets messed up.
That doesn't. What?
Okay, first, right, all the knowledge is all mixed up in like a soup of knowledge. Now you know what soup is, yeah?
Yes, I know what soup is.
Okay, well, no, because I meant stew. And you didn't know that. See?
What the fuck? What the hell is happening? What is happening?
Exactly, I'm respanding your mind.
You're not wristbanding shit. That's not a word, you can't do it.
I did it, though, for you. You're welcome.
I am not certain that I'm glad of it. Okay. So your thinking is that there's a finite pool of knowledge, and that by learning things from other people...
Pools are filled with water.
Okay.
I've been to one.
So, finish the thought. Resplain it to me.
What were we talking about?
Oh, good. All right. The fucking news. Let's look at the news, shall we?
We did, and then we never finished it.
We
you,
looked at a thing
you got
about
off on a thing and you were asking about what a bear is.
I didn't ask you what a bear is.
You couldn't
I asked
figure
you
it
what
out.
you thought of what a bear was because
And I explained it.
You did not explain shit.
I did. It did
You
good.
made it abundantly clear that you think that a bear is some
And
sort
then
of
you were
dragon
telling me
hybrid.
that I don't know what a percent is.
You probably don't.
And I already did that good, so I don't know what you want from me.
Just some sign, some indication that at one point you went into a house of learning and left having having gained some sort of knowledge.
I don't break into people's houses anymore.
That's not the implication. A house of learning this way being a sort of a poetic description for a school.
I don't like poetry. It's my least favorite math.
Poemetry? Poems, or poetry, describes, sort of the non-prose English communication written down, right? And geometry is a kind of math dealing with shapes.
Yeah, if you mix them together, you get poemetry.
Poetic geometry.
No, you get poemetry where you're making triangles out of Robert Frost. And you have to find a 90-degree angle in the road less traveled. And I never even read any of this. I don't know.
It's like this brief window into you knowing things, and I know, even as my hopes are raised, that at any second you're gonna dash it by saying some stupid shit about clotheslines.
That's ridiculous.
There it is! No, we found it. It took no time at all. No time at all for you to absolutely dash my dreams of you knowing things. You referenced Robert Frost, right angles, which I'm kind of surprised you even know what that is.
It's not the wrong one.
Ah, damn it. Fucking... You're like a parrot.
Who?
You're like a parrot. You repeat phrases knowing nothing about their meaning or content.
That's just hearsay.
No, I've gathered that knowledge personally. You meant hearsay.
You're learning!
I have been learning for years, Jack.
Yeah, but now you're finally starting to really learn.
Yeah?
You're learning on your own. I'm so proud of you.
This is the worst kind of self-study.
When you were born, I always thought, man, this kid's not going to grow up to learn how to be his
We met
self.
4 years ago.
And then look where you come from there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's it? That's the end of the argument?
Yeah, I didn't
know me at all.
Shh.
You did not know anything about me as an infant, partially because you were born after I was.
Yeah. I didn't know that you were born with a tail.
I wasn't, so it's good that you didn't know that because it's not a true
Yeah,
thing.
I didn't know your parents agreed to keep it from you. Surprise!
That's what you think? Think I was born with a tail?
You call them later and you ask.
My parents agreed.
And then when you're done freaking out about how you had a tail, you can call me and apologize.
I won't.
Oh. What a dick.
I won't because it is not the case.
Yeah, it is.
It is not.
Just call them and find out.
I will call my parents. I will. And I will ask
I'll
them.
do it. Hello, Aiden's parents? Aiden was born with a tail, yeah?
You turned on your Surface.
Good.
And you're holding it next to your face. Clearly nothing.
I was on Skype.
No, you were not.
Yeah, I did it.
You just pressed the button to
Skype your parents.
Release it from standby mode.
No, I changed it. Now it calls your parents.
You changed your power on/off button to call Aiden's parents. Didn't speak anywhere near the microphone, nor did any sound come out.
microphone's
The
down here.
speakers that are on the back.
The speakers is up here.
No, that's not.
That's a speaker.
Isn't that the speaker?
Yeah.
That's the speaker.
I know what it is.
Good job, you. There's also speakers on the back.
There's a speaker right there. That's the one they were talking at me.
That is not a speaker.
This is a speaker.
It's a lightning port.
This is a speaker.
That is a speaker.
That's what they were. They talk into my ear. And then, because I call them a lot.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 times a day.
Sure. What are their names?
Well, I just show them as Aiden's parents.
You call them all the time and you don't know what their names are.
Yeah, they call them Aiden's parents.
What do you call them individually?
Aiden's parent.
Hey, Aiden's parents.
That's the plural of one, yeah?
What? No, the singular, maybe? The singular? Were you looking for the singular form? Is that what you were trying to say?
I don't know. What's the one where there's okay? How do you take away to less than that many?
This is such a complex concept that you weren't even able to articulate how dumb you are in relation to multiple and singular.
Oh yeah, but how come you don't make your own lasers?
I have no interest in laser making, but...
Oh, yeah. No one has any interest in laser making.
No, people do. Loads of people do. Lasers are cool. I'm just not interested in making them.
Don't lie.
Alright.
Everyone's interested in making lasers.
You know what?
Is everyone interested in making lasers, yes or no?
Holy shit! A usable pole!
They're all usable.
Just incorrectly?
I collect the datas.
From our one listener, you collect data on the polls. How many of them do you think he answers?
I get about 1 billion answers a day, so...
Roughly 1 billion?
Roughly all of them.
Plus or minus how much?
Plus or minus 1.
What entire billion? The whole number?
1 number.
1 number.
What's the number for only one of a thing?
That would be 1.
Yeah, that.
The answer was in your question.
Who?
You asked the question, what is the number for only one of a thing?
Yeah, I wanted to know what the number is for 1.
It would be 1. 1 is the number, and it was in your question.
No, because I
you
was
answered
asking...
your question inside of your
question.
question.
Used a word. I used words. I didn't use numbers.
You used a word for the number.
Huh?
The word that describes that
No, I
numerical
was describing
concept?
it. Like, when you describe a table, you say, oh, it's a table. And then people will know it's a table.
Yes, Jack. That's
So
how words and language work.
I was describing the number, the one that's only one of them, right?
Yes, that is how words work.
Right. So
language and expression.
I was asking for the one that's only one of them.
Which is 1.
Thank you.
The answer is in there. I also used the word to describe the number.
Is this like a deep thing? Like,
it's not a deep thing. It's not even a complex thing. I don't understand
like
why we're having the conversation.
The stars are in your eyes?
No! It's just the word 1 means the singular. It is only 1. It's just a unique singular form. That's what it means. That's what the word means. It's also what the number is. It's how you describe the number. This is not a deep concept. It's just what it is. That's how words work. That's how language occurs. That's how expression happens in between humans. I'm sorry. I'm getting really
humans?
mad. Did I say you humans? I think I said we humans.
I'm pretty sure you said you humans. You have a secret you want to tell us?
No.
I've watched a lot of X-Files. You don't look blonde. Did you dye your hair?
No. I would have to have had a lot of hair to do that. If I dye this shit, it's going to burn right off and be bald in a day.
Uh-huh. Sure. I believe you.
You should. Put that down.
I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're using some sort of ancient Mayan link.
What? An ancient Mayan link?
Aliens.
Good job. Well done. You broke your weapon.
What the fuck's my hammer?
By holding it. What is that?
It's a human alien killing device. So.
Is it?
Yep. So just steer clear. Any aliens?
Yeah. No. If I see any, I'll let them know. Just steer clear of you and your.
Yeah, because you would see them, wouldn't you?
Flimsy plastic cylinder.
Because only aliens, no other aliens.
Jack, if your argument is that only aliens know aliens, and you insist that I am an alien, then since you know me, that would also make you.
Well, I know where I'm from.
Yes, Jack. Would you like me to tell you where I'm from? No?
I like it better in mystery.
If I told you it was upstate New York, would that assuage your fears?
Is that near the Doghead Nebula?
No. It's near Lake Champlain.
Is that near the Doghead Nebula?
No. It's near Vermont.
Is that near the Horsehead Nebula?
No. No more near the Horsehead Nebula than any other
We'll
part
see about this.
of the Earth.
I'll look it up on Google later.
Yeah. No, go ahead and Google, is Vermont close to the Horsehead Nebula? See what happens. You gotta get an answer. The answer's gonna be probably like, no.
Yeah.
That's all that's gonna happen.
I'm gonna look it up.
I invite you to.
I will.
Good.
Great.
It's like the end of an argument. Listen. Are there any other news stories
What? In the world?
that we're gonna do today on the docket?
Well, I told you earlier I didn't do any research because I was playing Pokemon.
You did. You did say that. Well, okay. Well, what about movies? We'll just move on to movies. How's that? The news is covered.
Movies is stupid.
Movies is stupid, huh?
Yeah,
That's
it is.
okay. I don't have the energy to yell at you for singular verbs and plural verbs. I don't
You have enough energy to mumble about for 10 minutes?
Yes, I have that much energy. I have precisely enough energy to mumble angrily about it without actually discussing it out loud or involving you in the conversation. I know it will mean nothing and have no effect.
I don't know what you're talking about. I always learn so much from these.
Really?
Yeah.
But you said you only learned from yourself.
No, I learned from me.
From what you're saying?
I'm getting data
The
from this.
assertion you make.
See, it's okay. You know how radar works, and you like send a ping, and a ping comes back.
Yes, and I'm surprised that you do.
So what I do is I send out knowledge that I have, and then data comes back, and then I use that data, and I can determine the knowledges of the world.
Are you saying that you got your lack of education through echolocation?
Who? I'm talking about radars, not echoes. Do you know the difference?
Yes.
Okay, because radars is like magic, and echoes is like bats.
Echoes is bats, huh? You gonna go with that? Is it gonna be your final answer? Echoes is bats?
Yeah. Just won $2,000 on Jeopardy because of that one.
And radars is magic.
Yeah.
Another part of the assertion.
Okay, you know that purdy stuff that comes from the wall when you put forks in it? That's magic.
It sounds like you're describing discovering electricity by stabbing into your wall with a dinner fork until you hit a wire and you literally see live sparks coming from it, which, by the way, unless your fork was somehow insulated, would also electrocute you.
You go into the holes in there already.
Fork into an outlet!
Yeah.
Yeah, and from that,
You get the hurdy magic.
the hurdy magic, known as electricity.
I mean, I don't know what the wizard terms for it
It's
is,
not a wizard term.
but I'm not a wizard, so why should I?
You wouldn't have to be a wizard to know what electricity is.
There's plenty of wizards around.
Yeah. Plenty of wizards, huh?
Yeah.
With their electricity.
I don't know what they call it.
They're like,
Like, I don't know what kids call hats anymore, too.
hats.
Is it?
Yeah.
Kids at home, are you wearing a hat? Or are you wearing something else? Yes or no?
Oh, you were close! You were so close! You've done it before! Where you made a usable pole. Okay. The energy being emitted by that outlet
It's
is
magic.
called electricity.
Look, I don't know if you ever seen magic come out of the documentaries,
Nope.
but when the wizards use magic, okay, the hurdy stuff comes out. The hurdy magic, it looks like the stuff from the wall. And it goes bzzz, like the yellow birds, the yellow black ones that bite you.
Bees?
Yeah, that's how you start birds.
There's so much in what you just said that I want to address. But I'm going to go ahead and just do it in order. By documentaries, you mean movies. We've had this conversation. I'm not having it again. When you talk about the hurdy magic that comes out of the hands, I believe you're referencing Star Wars, in which they use the Force to generate electricity to electrocute folk. Still electricity. Although it's called Force lightning. And yes, it is definitely space magic. It's also absolutely fake.
Proved.
Not proved because it's not real. It was achieved through movie special effects. Thing 3. And I think that this is probably the most worrying. You think that bees, an insect, are birds that bite you. Yea, though those are stingers coming out of the hind end. Not a bite.
I don't judge where people keep their biters at.
That you can, because it's a definitive thing. And that's not a bite, it's a sting. It's a stabbing motion. It's not a pinching motion. It's a stab.
No, the Criterion collection is a definitive collection. Definitive is not the one that you mean.
It is. I meant what I said.
You know, that's ridiculous.
Nah, it's pretty common.
It's right here in my notes. Electricity is magic.
That doesn't mean it is true.
It
just means that you were wrong twice.
No, it means that electricity is magic.
Nope. No. That is not an assertable statement. I mean, you can assert it all you want. You're just going to be wrong the whole time.
Who?
Okay. The Hobbit.
I'm excited that it's winter, because that means finally all the volcanoes will turn to ice.
Doesn't mean that. Doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
When it's cold.
In fact, wintertime does not even mean cold on the whole planet.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Winter means cold. It's ancient Gaelic.
Gaelic?
I don't know.
Clearly. I don't think that winter is a Gaelic term anyway. I don't think it's derived from Gaelic. I mean, it could be shit. I have no idea. I thought it was general.
Exactly. So there you go. Proof.
Not proof! That
Proved!
is the absence of proof!
I proved you.
No, you didn't.
I proved you that I was right.
You proved to me. You didn't prove shit! I was trying to... Okay, listen. These months, the winter months, are not cold everywhere. Right? They're just winter in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere it is.
It turns the volcanoes to ice.
It doesn't do that. It doesn't do that.
They go from red to...
The heat in a volcano is geothermal. It comes from inside the ground, from the mantle
right,
of the earth.
And
so it
winter
doesn't, in fact, get affected by seasonal changes at all.
Grow thermal too, so then all the winter gets put in there, and then it's ice.
So, you think that winter is a substance?
I don't know.
That's what you just said. Winter gets in. You think that winter is a substance?
It gets in there.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. I imagine volcanoes during the cooler winter months, whichever months are the cooler winter months, wherever that volcano is located.
December is the cool winter month.
Drop in temperature. There are 3 at least.
Yeah, but December's the coolest.
No. What? Typically January.
All other months are like, man, December's so cool.
God damn you.
It's all back of the bus.
You fucking made a convoluted... Puns! Listen, no. It is possible that temperatures marginally drop in volcanoes. However, their heat is derived geothermally. Right?
You're just talking crazy talk.
No, I'm using...
You don't believe in wizards. You don't believe in the pain magic.
Nope. I don't. It's not real.
Yeah, it comes out of the walls and it hurts.
That is electricity. It is real.
And it's pain magic.
Stop forcing forks into outlets.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll just stop forcing forks into the water go away. Maybe I'll just stop forcing forks into the
mouth
place where you put things before volleyball.
Forks should be used to transfer food from the plate or bowl or wherever it came from to the mouth.
Huh?
That's its intended purpose. Forks should not be used to explore outlets, toasters, drains, other persons' bodies at all, walls, or any other goddamn stupid thing that you use them for. Just food to face hole. That's it. Food to mouth. That's it. That's all forks are for.
Nah, because otherwise it wouldn't be the shape they are.
No, that shape is for the transfer of food to the mouth.
Okay, no, because you remember how Trident or Poseidon? Yeah, he had a 3-fork called a trident. And then, so why isn't there a 4-dent? But then we have it, it's called a fork. And he could shoot fish out of his trident. So...
Yeah, is that canonical? Poseidon, Lord of the Seas, used his trident exclusively for the
and everyone knows
of fish.
Zeus is better than Poseidon, because...
Poseidon.
Whatever. Zeus is better than him, and so... He shoots the pain magic.
Lightning.
So 4 dents go in there for his offering to Zeus.
So let me recap real quick what you just said. You believe that because Poseidon is often pictured with a trident, and there is one more tine on a fork than there is on a trident, it's therefore better, and therefore in the purview of Zeus, and therefore should be stuck into light sockets?
Yeah, because I want to go to Valhalla when I die.
Not even the same pantheon, religion?
No, because when Anubis judges me...
Jesus fuck, you have no idea what you're talking about!
At the pearly gates, when Anubis judges you...
That's not how anybody thinks.
Then you get to go hang out with Zeus in Valhalla.
Oh, no. Even in these ancient pantheons, these old mythologies, none of that is the case. They are totally unrelated.
Huh?
Anubis, ancient Egyptian mythology. Zeus and Poseidon, Greek and Roman mythology. I don't remember which Zeus and Poseidon are. I think it's Roman. No, Roman is the Jupiter fucking Neptune shit, so it would be Greek. And then Valhalla, Norse mythology. Utterly separated, geographically separated, philosophically separated. Let me ask you this not now. Related at all.
I want to ask you a question.
Good, please.
Okay. You got Catholic Christianity. You got Evangelical Christianity. You got Anglican Christianity.
You were pretty close.
Now, what do they all have in common? Christianity.
Yes.
And they all believe the same basic thing. So it's all tied together, kind of.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, what if all those things that you said have in common? Mythology. So they're all the same.
No. Nope.
That's what that means.
Mythology is just a word that describes a certain set of beliefs.
The same Christianities.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Jewish Christianity. Islamic Christianity.
No.
Buddhism Christianity.
No.
Scientology Christianity.
No.
It's all the same.
They are not all the same. Christianity describes a religion that believes that Jesus Christ was their Savior. That is a very specific set of things.
Right? But they all believed in...
No.
Like... I don't know.
Going
to a church or something.
Christianity does not mean goes to church. That is not the implication of that word.
I just naturally assumed.
Nope, you were wrong. You assumed incorrectly.
Well, I just don't see how that's possible because I used my data locationing.
Huh? Yeah, no, you were wrong. Ask a Buddhist if they're Christian. Go ahead and they will explain to you probably very kindly that no, they're not.
My all-time favorite idol, Gandhi,
said that he was all of those things. He was trying to make a statement about how
the
inclusive
same thing now.
He is. No, that is not what he said.
It's the same now because they all go to church.
Some of them go to temples, not churches.
What is a church except
mosques.
a temple? Tomato, tomato.
They are similar, but different.
No.
Yes.
Okay, because what does they all sound like? What do they all smell like?
Just moved your hands. Just moved your hands.
To make the church smell.
That I promise you that this does not generate a church smell.
Well, I can't because I'm not a church.
Yeah, no. So why?
So
did
what do you
even,
expect from me?
Maybe not even to try. The impossible task of creating church smell from hand motions.
I did everything I could.
Listen. No. A church is a certain thing. A definition to be later determined. A mosque is a different thing. A temple is a different thing beyond that.
It's all the same.
No.
Okay, we go
They're
there.
similar, very similar.
That's where we
but
trap
not
God.
the same. You think that church is a God trap?
Yeah.
No.
You fill it with souls, and then he goes, oh, it's filled with souls. And he goes in there, right? And he closes the doors. And he can't get out. And then you put him in a tabernacle. And then he's stuck in there. And that way, when you need more God, you just open it. It's like a shelf.
No, where the tabernacle is. I don't think that you do, though. No, there's no God traps.
Yeah,
it's not how religion works.
I know what a tabernacle is.
You don't bait and switch.
It's that chest in the back of the church where they keep all that bread.
Pretty close. Yeah.
I know what things is.
You make it pretty clear that for
Because God
most
loves
things,
bread.
Okay.
If you don't feed your God, it will die.
You don't understand, then, the Christian mythology behind the eating of bread and wine during...
Because God loves it.
No.
Just like that time he was like, hey, kid God, go make a bunch of it and then give it to people.
Oh my God, I forgot the word for it.
Jesus.
No. When the...
Kid God is named Jesus.
Eat the bread and drink the wine, which is often grape juice.
Communion?
That's the one, communion. Wait, thanks.
See, I told you I know things. I've been to one of these God traps before.
You've been to a God. It's not a God. The purpose of the building is not to trap God in it so that he can be accessed.
So you can't get out.
That's not the point. The theory is that God
remember,
is everywhere.
When you read the book of God, and he's like, oh man, I hate everyone. Smash, smash, smash. Die Sodom, die Gomorrah, die everyone on the earth except Noah, die a whole bunch of more people. So we started building God traps so he couldn't do that.
It's like your argument starts with things that are informed and then it ends in howling madness. Just absolute lunacy.
No, this is the way of the thing.
It is not the way of the thing or things in general.
Okay, when's the last time Sodom got smashed up all good?
Oh, it was done pretty well the last time.
Yeah, and it hasn't been since.
To my knowledge.
Because we trapped God.
No! No!
If he's trapped, he can't get out.
That is not...
Okay, let's say you put a cat in a box. And you close the box. Can the cat get out? Probably not.
Depends on the box.
So is the cat going to pee on your carpet? Nope.
So in your scenario, God is an angry cat?
Who pees on everyone's carpet.
And peeing on the carpet...
It's bad.
Being a metaphor for obliterating life on earth except for the faithful.
Except for Noah.
The faithful.
That was it? That was the only guy?
Well, and his family, who apparently they weren't even that good. Like, they got grandfathered in with Noah. Oh, you gotta have more folks with you.
So Noah was like the only guy that liked God?
Yeah. No, that's the theory.
I can't imagine why if he was just smashing everything up all good and then they had to make a God trap for him.
It was... The God trap is not what a church was. Not a God trap. It's not a God trap.
Also, I read a thing that the population can't survive unless it has like 50 people.
It's like 10,000, I thought. You can't repopulate the earth with less than
10,000. So Noah's family was 10,000 people?
No, it was like 6.
So God really fucked everyone. We're all dead now.
Or, no, it's 10,000 for no inbreeding, but if it's... I mean, if you're okay
so we're all inbreeded.
Yeah, although the Bible already pretty much heavily...
So if God didn't do that, we wouldn't all be retarded.
I don't think that all of us are mentally impaired.
Yeah, you are, Clancy.
Oh,
Some of the stuff that comes out of your mouth just makes me wonder.
But I mean, if you're going from a literal interpretation of the Bible, I mean, there's the implication that Adam and Eve were the first two humans and they're the only two humans. So the only way for that to turn into a population is heavy inbreeding.
No, because they had two kids, Cain
and Abel.
Capable.
Cain and Abel. One was named Cain, one was named Abel.
And one of them killed the other one real good.
Yeah.
And so then it was just Adam and the other kid banging the mom for a long time.
I don't believe the Bible specifies. Pretty sure it was just Adam and Eve, and they had more children beyond that.
Who had to bang their mom or their sisters or brothers.
Probably sisters or brothers. And that, by the way, when I said inbreeding, that's what I meant. We are now officially agreeing.
No, okay, I don't think you're following.
Please enlighten me.
Okay, so let's say your dad and your mom get trapped on a beach. Okay?
Okay.
Then you get born. Okay?
Sure.
You're like, man, I want to get some hot ladies. But it's only your mom there.
If the father and the mother are still alive and sexually viable, they could just have more children.
Right, but that's ridiculous. Also, men are more sexually... can do things, make babies for longer than women can, because they're like eggs aspire. And then, like, Adam would have had to, like, bang a bunch of his daughters.
Theoretically, that
All
is, in fact, what is implied in the Bible.
I can't believe they just did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Japan does it a lot.
Oh, what? What?
What? I've been traveling.
And in your travels, you discovered a huge underground culture of father-daughter incest in Japan?
I've seen it a lot in the documentaries.
Pornography. You're watching not documentaries, fake situations involving actors.
All the time.
Satisfying a very specific...
all the time.
And probably
constantly,
not all that super moral kink.
Constantly Adam and Little Eve.
Little Eve? The daughter was named? I actually don't know what their name of their daughter. Lilith?
Eve Jr.
No, Lilith was an apocryphal...
Hell Satan. I know, because Fraser taught me.
Fraser taught you that Lilith was a Hell Satan?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that he used that phrase. Or said that. And I cannot believe that you watched and enjoyed Frasier. How could you have understood even a moment of dialogue?
All of it makes sense to me.
What? How?
Because I understand smart people.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like we have hours of recorded evidence that this is not the case.
Maybe you're just not as smart as you think.
No, I'm definitely not as smart as I think I am. Definitely not.
Look, if you're not dealing with M&Ms and you're not dealing with Skittles, it's gotta be Snickers bars, right?
What the fuck?
So clearly you're not as smart as you think.
I'll concede that I'm not as smart as I clearly think I am. I will not admit, nor do I understand what the fuck you just said.
Look, if I understand all smart people, and I don't understand you...
So, how does that have anything to do... So you're saying Skittles and M&M's are the smart people, Snickers are not,
what?
And you're saying that there are only 3 candies.
No.
So if it's neither a Snickers nor an M&M, it must be...
No, that's ridiculous.
So what the fuck were you just saying?
I was making a medical.
A megal. You made a
medical.
Metaphor.
Method actor.
Didn't make a method actor. You were attempting to use metaphor.
That's ridiculous.
That's what you did.
I don't know what that means.
Clearly. I'm trying to wrap my head around you watching Frasier. I'm just picturing just a lot of nodding and smiling and no understanding. Just summarize.
I understand all of it.
You do.
It makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah, Frasier's real smart.
Yeah.
Niles is even smarter.
Often.
But Fraser just don't want to admit it because he's got a superiority complex.
Superiority.
And then Niles is a bit of a bitch, so he doesn't, like, stand up for himself as much.
No.
But he should, because he's right. He doesn't.
Okay.
Because he's the Luigi.
It's actually pretty accurate. I feel like the Fraser-Niles relationship is pretty similar, almost a parallel between the Mario-Luigi relationship.
Told you, I know things real good.
Real good, I think, is debatable, but you do know some things.
I know, like, everything.
And you do not.
Yeah?
No.
Ah, shh.
You know how we were talking about how smart I think I am and how I'm not that? I want to state for the record, you are evidently, with clear, defined proof, not as smart as you think you are.
Let's see you make a laser.
That's one thing.
That's the measure of intelligence.
The creation of lasers is not and cannot be the only measure of intelligence.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Isaac Newton and me walk into a bar, and Isaac Newton goes, I'm smarter than you. And I go, no way, Isaac Newton. Okay, who's walking out of that bar alive? Me, because I can build lasers.
With things that you find in bars?
And I can burn them to death.
Oh, so you can. You can build lasers from...
And then I'm smarter than him, because he's dead.
Well, he's already dead.
And Darwin taught us that the people who are alive are the best at being alive. So then, the best at being alive are the smartestest. So, the smartest ones build the lasers. And the dumbest ones don't. Why do you think Nikola Tesla was always trying to build death rays?
No, that was because...
Exactly, because he was the smartest.
Celibate. Who taught you about Darwin?
I did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From what source?
I made it up.
You made up Darwin.
Yeah. I like to imagine an old guy with a big beard, and he went to some islands, and he invented finches or something.
Your imagination is not too far, and yet infinitely wrong about the truth.
I told you, I'm really good at guessing.
That is a pretty good guess. It's pretty good. As far as guessing what Darwin means, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, I hear people say it, so like I imagine that he was like, oh man, these finches have different traits, but they came from the same derivative finch, and they developed the traits so that they could better survive in their respective environments here on these islands. And that's where I imagine what a Darwin is.
Your imagination is doing you a favor.
Yeah, I told you, I know the things I know.
I don't believe that that's what happened, though. I believe that you were taught.
Shaky Joe wasn't very bright.
If you know about Darwin and his theory of evolution, well, it's somebody else's theory of evolution that he published before they did. If you know about that.
I just imagined it, I don't know it.
So if I told you it was wrong, you'd go, oh, okay, and move on?
Yeah. I mean, when you imagine unicorns and stuff, and then people say unicorns aren't real, do you get really mad like I do?
No.
Yeah, you just move on with your life.
I mean...
You don't hope harder for them to be real.
But you do?
But just with unicorns.
Why? Why unicorns? What's the advantage of having a horse with a fucking horn sword on its goddamn head?
Because I don't like carrying javelins.
You don't ever have to.
Yeah, but especially if I have a unicorn.
No, I mean never.
I'll win every jousting.
You probably... Actually, so javelins, typically speaking, the lance used in jousting, let's say a unicorn's horn is, let's guess the average, I want to say 2.5 feet, right? That's the length of the average imaginary unicorn horn.
Yeah, I think I see where you're going with
something like 10 feet. So the lance would make contact with you well before the unicorn would stab
right, but that's where the advantage comes into play. See, he's going to be going for me like an idiot, right? So now, I'm not carrying a lance. I got my hands free. So I can, like, eat pepperoni, or listen to iPod, or eat more pepperoni, because I only have 2 hands. And I can't eat pepperoni and do iPod and do other things because I only have 2 hands. But we'll get beyond that because I'm going to be explaining this thing to you for too long. I don't think you get it.
Probably.
But because 2 hands.
No, I'm tracking.
Look,
follow
I can carry 2
No,
things.
I understand how 2 hands works.
So I can either eat pepperoni.
I know what it is.
Or I listen to iPod.
Move on from this part to the other part of the explanation.
Okay.
Please.
So, now, I see him coming, right? He's going to stab me with his stick. Okay?
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'll just drop my iPod.
Of those 2 things, the pepperoni is staying?
Okay, because I'm not going to eat the iPod, and the iPod's going to be on the ground. The pepperoni is going to be on the ground, and then I won't want to eat it as much.
Solid. It's logical.
Right.
Carry on.
Plus, the pepperoni's in my left hand, so I'm right-handed. So I'm better with my right hand. So all I gotta do is go, bam, and knock the stick away, and then my horse stabs their horse in the face with his face, and then I win. And then I get more pepperoni.
In that limited, ridiculous situation, it does sound like you would win.
Yeah, unicorns is awesome.
Again, what I don't understand, how often do you joust?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Do you joust at all?
I feel like you're using a lot of big words.
Joust!
Yeah,
Joust.
I mean, the
Monosyllabic.
context.
You use more syllables to describe
contest.
The horse stabbing contest sounds a little different when you put it like that.
Yeah, I like that one.
I don't think that I would ever publicly announce that I like an event called the horse stabbing contest. I think you're brave for doing so.
Well, I like it. I like it when my horse stabs their horse better. Regular horses can't stab with their face.
No, they cannot.
Unicorns can.
Regular horses can't bite.
Yeah. But they can't bite down a whole unicorn head.
Probably not.
They die.
I imagine.
I'll make sure of it.
So again,
I'll shoot them.
Just for a marginal advantage in jousting, you wish that unicorns would be real, despite you not ever having jousted.
It's a major advantage. Because 1, now I get to listen to music. 2, now I get to eat pepperoni. 3, I get to win every time.
So you don't assume that you're going to have to use your hands at all?
No, I will. I told you to drop the iPod.
No, to guide the horse in any fashion.
The horse knows where it's going.
Reins.
Unicorns are smarter than regular horse. Just like Yogi's smarter than regular bear.
In the same fashion, yes.
Right?
Absolutely equivalent.
But unicorns don't steal picnic baskets because they only like oats and carrots and an apple, which I can provide. And then we'll be friends.
Again, the only reason you want there to be unicorns is for an advantage in a competition in which you do not participate.
You don't know that.
Do you joust?
I don't want to answer that on
Because
live
the
television.
answer is not. This isn't that. So you're safe.
Yeah, no, it's not live television.
Did you just wink at the microphone?
No.
You did. You did it just now. You winked at a microphone.
I winked over there.
Right, where there is what?
Presumably no TV cameras, don't go check.
Jack, are you filming this?
Who? No. Ha!
Are you secretly filming
Ha ha!
the podcast?
Ha ha ha!
That would be fine. I'm just asking.
Ha ha ha!
Why are you laughing nervously?
Ha ha ha!
Are you filming?
Ha ha ha!
Just answer the question.
Just answer nothing I can't.
It's not a. It's a response, but it's not really a.
Oh, look over there!
Why?
That'll distract him.
It will not. Especially because you announced that it was a plan to distract me out loud.
No, I didn't.
You just did.
No.
Yes.
No, I didn't.
I can't.
Can you prove it in a court of law?
Probably. We have a fucking recording of it.
So, what's the big deal?
Just...
Distraction worked.
It did not work. Jack, are you, or are you not, filming this?
Hey, look over there.
Jack?
Oh, man.
Poll.
Is that
Are you filming
free money?
this podcast?
Free
It's okay
money
if
there
you
on the
are,
ground?
But are you, yes or no?
Free money on the
I
ground,
feel
wow.
like you should understand yes or no questions. You ask them all the time.
You didn't ask that one right.
Are you filming this? Yes or no?
Yeah, you're not asking it right.
Why are you filming this? Yes or no?
Oh. See, now I understand the question.
Of course you do.
But you won't
fucking
understand the
lunatic.
answer.
Answer it.
All of the above.
Wasn't one of the options.
See, I told you you wouldn't understand.
So the answer was I ignore your question entirely?
No.
So your answer is both yes and no?
Yeah.
Both yes and no is why?
Yeah.
The reason behind you filming us is both yes and no?
I told you you wouldn't understand.
I'm trying to.
This is why you never get the polls.
Jesus
You don't
fucking
understand
shit.
how they work.
Because no one can, because it's the twisted insanity of you psychopathic clown.
Maybe if you knew the Fibonacci sequence better, it would all make sense.
Nah.
But no, we don't study that anymore.
What does the Fibonacci sequence have to do with? What does a golden ratio have to do with your stupid ass polls?
Plenty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Try to illuminate the situation.
No, you'll never get it.
I'll never get it.
Plus, it's a lot of counting.
From where did you get the Fibonacci sequence? Who taught you Fibonacci?
I wrote it.
You wrote the Fibonacci sequence. So why is it called the Fibonacci sequence?
I thought it sounded funny. Like Chef Boyardee.
Did you know that was his actual name, by the way?
Who, Fibonacci?
No. Well, I mean, yeah. But also Boyardee. It was just
Well, yeah, I
spelled
mean,
differently.
it'd be Fibonacci Boyardee.
No. No, not a combination. Two separate, discrete individuals.
Who? Are we talking about Fibonacci Boyardee?
That's not
The chef.
The chef's first name was not Fibonacci.
Are you sure?
We've got the internet. Let's look it up. Look up the real Chef Boyardee right now. You got a keyboard there? Let's do this.
Oh my god. I just want to be dead.
That's bad. He's typing in the real chef.
Singapore?
God damn it, you ADHD motherfucker. Just space C-H-E-F. It's right there.
Borland girls.
Chef Boyardee.
The real Chef Boyardee.
Boyardee. You literally just said Boyardee in the correct fashion. And then when you saw it written down, it fucked you up.
This is written differently. Boyardee.
Boyardee?
It's
What's
Boyardee. His name Boyardee.
His
El Tor.
Torre. Hector Boyardee.
Yes.
The
His name-
reason
you were wrong. It's not Fibonacci.
I didn't say that was you!
You said, did you know that was his real name? And I said no. And you said something and I forgot what it was.
In the context of Chef Boyardee, Boyardee was his real name. It's spelled B-O-Y-A-R-D-E because B-O-I-A-R-D-I he felt was too difficult for the average American to read and pronounce appropriately, and he wanted people to pronounce it
That's just
appropriately, so he
ridiculous.
spelled it out phonetically. Boyardee.
Boyardee.
You added too many syllables.
No, I didn't. Boyardee.
No, just Boyardee.
Like David Bowie.
What?
Boyardee.
Nope.
Yeah, B-O-I-A-R
D-I.
long A-I.
The long A.
Boyardi.
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 It's spelled phonetically right there.
Yeah, I just read it at you. Boyardi.
In fact, a even more easy to read sort of breakout.
That's
BOY-AR-DEE. Boyardi is right next to it. Literally an inch away.
Yeah, but this one says Boyardi.
His name, it's pronounced the same way. That is the phonetic way to write his name. Phonetic meaning read how it's spelled.
That's not what that means.
What do you think phonetic means?
Some kind of drugs.
Nope.
Kids are always getting hooked on it.
So you can make a connection between phonics and phonetic, but you can't read Boyardi when it's
I
spelled
think you're trying to say Phoenix.
I am not. Did you think that the game was hooked on Phoenix?
Huh?
Phonics.
No, Phoenix is a bird.
The reference you made, the 90s learning system that was also a game, I think. I don't know, I didn't really understand it, I didn't get into it. Hooked on phonics.
No, the game that you're thinking is Hungry Hungry Hippos.
It's not what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
No.
That's the game.
Hungry Hungry Hippos. 4 plastic hippos, you snap the things and they gather balls from
Yeah.
the center. Not
So we're
hooked
talking
on.
about the same thing. And I think that's important, because quite often I feel like you're lost.
Sometimes I feel like I've lost something important myself when we have these conversations.
I mean, it's okay.
Nah.
Not everyone knows what Hungry Hungry Hippos is.
I know what Hungry Hungry Hippos are.
So,
The
then
game,
there you go.
I know the game.
No, when you talk about it like that, it's just Hungry Hungry Hippos is, because it's the name of the thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So don't worry, I got it.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm here for you.
Thanks. Deeply appreciate. That is the longest wink ever. He's just holding it. He's been holding it for like a minute and a half now. He's just closed his eye. It's no longer a wink. It's just one eye closed. He's doing the Asian female 2 fingers up peace sign thing next to his eye. It's being held for a long time. I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I think that was his aim.
I was getting uncomfortable too because my mouth was hurting.
Yeah, I bet. From that rictus grin.
Who?
Don't worry about it.
Rickus.
It's not a word that matters to you.
Like a rickety rail coaster?
Not like that.
Rail coaster. Is that the word for that?
Roller coaster, maybe?
I don't know.
Roller coaster.
Sounds like you're making things up again.
I'm not.
It's okay if you are. You don't have to lie at me.
It would be okay if I was, but I'm not. It's roller coaster.
I know you try sometimes to make up beliefs.
I try sometimes to make up beliefs. No.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready to do movies?
Sure, let's do movies. Fuck it.
First up on our list, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. 2014 Metascore 59 out of 100.
Ouch.
Bilbao and company are forced to engage in a war against an array of combatants and keep the terrifying Smaug from acquiring a kingdom of treasure and obliterating all of Middle Earth. Starring Ian McKellen, Martin Freeman,
Good.
Richard Armitage, and Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
So, is this Morgan Freeman's brother?
No.
Father?
No.
Sister?
Not related.
We don't know that. They have the same last name.
Not always related.
They both have good voices?
I mean, Martin Freeman's voice is okay, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman's got a pretty good voice, too. I'm pretty sure they're related.
I don't think that that's enough to say relation.
I learned on Maury that you don't have to be correct.
Yeah, that was your the lesson you took away from watching Maury. You don't have to be right.
I didn't watch it.
Good. Okay. I'm glad you referenced a thing you don't know anything about.
I do. I met him.
You met Maury.
Yeah,
What's his first?
Maury. His last
Maury
name is
Povich?
Povich.
Good.
Trick question?
Yes.
Or did you just forget?
No, it was a trick question. I'm glad that you caught it because you thought you were going to catch me in a thing. Just really looking forward to getting me.
I like
No,
it.
it was a
I like
trick
it when I get you.
Okay.
So, I'm not gonna lie, I really want to see this, even though I got the worst score I've ever did see.
That's a pretty bad score, but
But they got that beautiful redheaded lady in it, and oh man, all I want to do is see her do stuff. I don't care what it is. She could just stand around looking upset in a mall. That's fine.
You'd watch that film? 3 hours of her looking upset. What is her name? Who is that lady?
I don't know. Maybe it's Richard Armitage?
No.
Kate Blanchett?
It might be Kate Blanchett.
Martin
I don't believe
Freeman?
that she's red-haired in this film at all.
We can find out.
We can.
Okay, internet, please go. No, that's not her.
Okay.
Oh no, this got too exciting. Okay, where is she?
These are all dwarves.
They look like regular sized people at me.
Well, the actors are.
Who? No, I mean they look like regular sized people.
Yeah, I know. It's alright.
Steve. Never mind.
Let's see.
Stephen Fry isn't Philip J. Fry.
Is it Toriel?
That's her. This one.
Oh,
Yeah, that lady.
Evangeline Lilly. She's pretty. She's from Saskatchewan?
Oh no. That means she's awful.
Does it?
Yeah. Saskatchewan's a terrible place.
I
You know
don't
when you
enough
have to read
information.
that book about the owl and it's got trapped in an oil barrel?
I don't. I've never had to read that book. I'm kind of surprised that Sketchy Joe made you read that book.
He's an asshole. Next up, Annie. Metascore 33 out of 100. A foster kid who lives with her mean foster mom sees all her life change when a business tycoon and New York mayoral candidate
Mayoral.
Will Stacks makes within the bail campaign and moving take her in. Starring Lane Wallace,
Yeah, I can't help
Cameron
you there.
Diaz, Jamie Foxx, Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne, I think. I could be wrong.
Byron.
Sure.
I don't know what this is.
Imagine
There's a dog in it.
it's an adaptation
I bet the dog dies.
of the classic Annie.
What's that?
It's another movie about an orphan who's taken in.
Oliver Twist?
Nope. Although I think that they're related. I don't know. I don't know enough about either story to say that one is definitively an adaptation of the other. Although I don't believe that it is.
Oliver Twist is related to Annie?
No.
Are you sure?
They're both fictional. I suppose it's possible, but I doubt it.
Kuvzani what?
Don't know how to
I
say
don't know.
that
That's
name.
a hard name.
Venzane?
Probably why I got such a low score.
Venzane?
Alright, next up. Night of the Museum, the secret... Oh! I think this is playing tonight. The Hobbit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I might go see that.
Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
The Night of the Museum, The Secret of the Tomb, 2014. Metascore 46 out of 100. Larry spans the globe, uniting favorite and new characters while embarking on an epic quest to save the magic before it is gone forever.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get rid of the pain stuff in the wall?
It's nothing to do with electricity. I am almost entirely certain.
Starring Ben Stiller, Robin Williams, Owen Wilson, Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, that's...
I thought two of these guys is dead.
Yeah.
And are they just gonna have him on stilts? No. What's the
Strung up like a puppet? No, it's very unlikely that after Robin Williams died, the company decided this will be fine, strung him up like a puppet, and marionetted his way through the end of a film.
It's what he would have wanted.
I doubt it.
You know him, he loved to laugh.
And you somehow think that a corpse marionette would make people laugh.
It's making me laugh right now.
Yeah. And that's upsetting.
It's making you laugh.
I think this laughter is born from the shock that I said corpse marionette, and it overflowed you with joy. You were just filled to the brim with glee.
It's so funny.
It's not.
It's hilarious.
It's morbid and sad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, because it's like you're being alive still.
Not that.
Yeah.
It's sort of a grim, macabre reminder that you are in fact not alive.
No, like that.
And also your body is not treated with respect.
Like that movie where they go on. They go to someone's house.
You're talking about Weekend at Bernie's.
And it's like
that
they
was
go
not
to
a
Bernie's house.
way.
And it's like the weekend or something. I think
Weekend
it was
at Bernie's.
Bill and Ted.
Weekend at Bernie's. Bill and Ted was a different movie.
Maybe.
It was called Weekend at Bernie's.
It was Wayne's World.
Nope.
Anyhow, they go to Bernie's for the weekend.
Yes.
And they have
Yes,
a dead
they
guy.
do. There is a dead guy.
And they puppet him. And it's hilarious.
Mostly because the Bernie in question was a huge douchebag. And so the public in general accepted that his corpse was not treated with respect. Although that's probably not okay. It's kind of still fucked up even if he was a dickhole.
It's just funny.
Hmm.
Dead people walking around like they're people.
Zombies. Zombies are hilarious.
They're so funny.
I don't think that
They
are.
can't move good.
Yeah, you're right. Ambulatory issues are hilarious.
Yeah, when you're dead.
Really at no point, I think was what my sarcastic tone was trying to impart.
No, when you're dead, it's funny.
No.
Yeah. They fall on each other. You should watch Robot Soccer sometime.
What? What? The fuck does that have to do with...
They fall on each other. It's hilarious.
It probably is. It's probably
It's
right.
so funny.
It's probably awesome.
Robot Soccer is my favorite sport now.
It sounds great.
It's so cool. They wander around, they look for the soccer ball, they get almost to it, and then they collapse. And then they try and pull themselves back up, and they go all ridiculous. It's hilarious. I love Robot Soccer so much.
Stupid.
Anyways,
robots.
that's why I think it's funny if you string up dead people.
God, and then just veered off course, absolutely derailed.
Next up, Mr. Turn, 2014, an exploration, 93 out of 100 Metascore. An explanation of the last quarter century of the great 5th century British painter J.M.W. Turner's life, starring Timothy Spall, Paul Jessen, Dorothy Atkinson, Marion Bailey.
Good job. Well done, you.
I guess he's a painter?
Yeah. That's all I know.
Dumb.
Some fucking
What did he paint? The Mona Lisa?
biopic. No, that was Leonardo da Vinci.
Did he paint any Picassos?
That would have been painted by Picasso.
Did he paint anything by Dali?
No, those were painted by Salvador Dali.
Did he paint any Jackson Pollocks?
That was painted by Jackson Pollock. In fact, if you identify a style of painting by the painter, I feel like it's pretty definitive that the person who painted them was the person
Did he do any?
just listed as the painter.
Well, did he do any Van Goghs?
No, that was Van Gogh. What did we just say? What did we just talk about? We just talked about you identifying a painter. That's how you identify the painting, by the person who painted it. So the person who painted it was the person you used to identify it.
I draw Picassos all the time.
You do not.
Yeah.
No,
I just
Picassos
don't
are
show them to you.
only painted by Picasso, who is dead.
No, you see it and it looks all weird, like, right? And the
That's
people
not the
have
only
their
thing.
eyes on their boobies. That's a Picasso.
No, Cubist, Impressionist maybe, but not a Picasso.
That's what
Picasso
a Picasso means.
Is a painting done.
That's why I
Pablo
can sell
Picasso.
paintings for so much money on eBay.
Because you lie to someone and tell them that your probably fine painting is a Picasso does not A, make it a Picasso, or B,
You're
make
crushing
that
the
okay.
dreams of millions now.
I'm not. You can't just paint a Picasso unless you're Picasso.
I can do what I want. I'm an American.
You can paint things that are in the style of Pablo Picasso, and that's fine. But you can't say that it's a Picasso.
It's a
because those
Picasso by Jack. It's a Picasso by Aiden.
things- No.
That's what it is. Okay?
Unless the title of the painting, the piece
So
is
now we can't
a
make
Picasso.
a couch unless our name is Couch.
No, that's not the case.
It's double standards.
Not a double standard. It's the nomenclature of paintings and how they are categorized.
This is just insanity.
This is insanity.
Yeah, how come I can't paint a Picasso? My name isn't a product.
Your name is the name of the painter.
Is this
is
iPod?
often how the is how.
Did Steve Jobs
painters-
not make an iPod?
He did. He picked a name for the product. The product.
Well,
was
then
iPod.
it's not. What is it not called? The Jobs.
He didn't want it to call it a Jobs because it wouldn't have sold very well. Because hey, did you guys get the new Jobs? I don't know. There's just a lot about that has
Because
a lot
then,
of
see,
desires.
then it's fine if I say, hey, you get the new Picasso.
It wouldn't be fun. There's no new Picassos.
I make
He's dead.
them all the time.
You don't make Picassos.
Would you like a Picasso?
A Picasso
I'll make
specifically
you a Picasso.
refers to a painting done by
I'm gonna
Pablo
make you a
Picasso.
Picasso.
You can't. You're not Pablo Picasso.
I can do anything.
It's a noble thought. Certainly empowering. Also not true.
Don't worry, I'll make you a Picasso, and then your mind will be changed right up.
It will not, because it will not be a Picasso.
You'll see it, and you go, "Oh my gosh, a Picasso!
No.
What are you doing here?" And then you remember it was a gift from me. Next up, goodbye to all that. Metascore 60 out of 100. When his wife unexpectedly informs him that she wants to divorce, well-meaning but oblivious husband Ottawa finds himself thrust back into bachelorhood, wherein he searches for the real thing amongst a string of one-night stands. Starring Paul Schneider, Melanie Linsky, Anna Camp,
Yep.
Heather Graham.
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 That spelling is pronounced.
I'm gonna
Graham.
challenge.
Or Graham, I guess.
Graham. Okay, I remember her because she was in Austin Powers.
Yes, she
too.
was.
So, 100 out of 100.
He recognized an actor, highest possible score.
Yeah, because it was Austin Powers 2, the good one.
It was a good movie. Doesn't necessarily mean that everything she's
That was the best Austin Powers.
doesn't mean that everything she's in is going to be good.
It means that movie will probably be good because she's in it.
And thus thinks the market, which is why famous actors remain famous, and they make so much money. This famous guy was in that. It must be good. Oh yeah.
If you want to make more money, why don't you start making more Picassos? Fine, if that's what I saw, you can make some Salvador Dalis.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm not him.
Or you can make some Jackson Pollocks.
I can't. I can make things that resemble his style of painting. I cannot, in fact, produce a Jackson Pollock.
Why not?
Because a Jackson Pollock is a I'm not covering this again. Nope. Argument over. I'm not gonna. Why are the new games section in this that we're looking at right now consisting mostly of like headphones and shit? Like, what's going on?
There's a game accessory.
I know that it's a game accessory. Didn't you click on the category new games
Yeah, the game accessories is the same thing.
as a game?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, Infinity.
You argue like a child.
No, I argued gooder than you. That's why you have nothing to say.
What you just
Welcome
did,
to the Thunderdome.
What you just did was really support of my argument rather than any sort of refuting it at all. Didn't happen.
No, I did. You just didn't listen good.
I heard fine. I also understood what you were saying.
Perfect
It
date.
supported my assertion that you argue like a child.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
You do. You look at your comebacks. Oh, you're like a child. Blip, blip, blip.
You're right. I made those noises.
Well, people won't hear them because you didn't say it loud enough.
That was sarcasm. Whatever.
Elf, this week on video games, Guilty Gear Xrd. Again, PlayStation 4.
Signed, I think.
Also available on PlayStation 3. Okay, so it looks like you get a beef from Japan.
It's a fighting game. It's Guilty Gear.
Don't worry, I'm getting to it.
The 10th, I guess.
Okay, so you can stab a man. You can be an angry man with one eye.
Yep.
You can ejaculate too much. And you can spin. And you can glow blue.
I'm not gonna. Fine. I mean, probably. I don't know shit about Guilty Gear. I guess ejaculate too much is probably a move they use. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, look at this.
It does look like a lot of ejaculate.
Limited edition.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It means that there aren't that many editions of or versions of copies of that edition. Jesus
Who
Christ.
even cares then? Also coming out, I guess, is Metal Gear Solid V
5.
Ground Zeroes.
Yeah, it does say Ground Zeroes. That isn't a jackism. That's really what the title is. Ground Zeroes.
So it looks like in this one, you gotta be a tank, or you gotta be a map,
Well, you can use them.
or you gotta be a judo.
Judo is happening. I don't know. Use judo perhaps, but be a judo I think is inaccurate.
No, you can be it.
Well, I'm glad that you identified that he's doing judo because it just sort of looks like he's just like picking a man up, like he's going to do a fireman carry, but he's placed his spine onto his shoulder as opposed to the stomach, making it the least effective and probably most injurious version of that carry.
No, see, his arm is up under his other arm, so the spine of the guy isn't on anything right now, but soon it'll be on the ground.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's come out for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC download, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Apparently, you get to also be a man with one eye.
Yeah, Solid Snake.
Who? No, that's a man.
His name is Solid Snake. Well, I don't know if it's a call sign, I guess.
That's a man.
Code name.
So they don't have very good descriptions of this.
No, it's pretty small.
I wonder if I could play it.
Probably.
I don't know what any of this means. Because I want to be a tank and a map.
Yeah, those are your goals?
Yeah.
Tank, I understand, but map?
Don't you want to be a map?
No.
Why not?
I don't see any value to it. You just exist, have information printed on you, and then that's it. Why do you want to be a map?
Look at, everyone likes maps.
People like using maps. I don't think that we look at them and think, ah, that's the life.
I like maps.
That's fine. No one disagrees with map. Like, people enjoy maps. Well, enjoy is probably a little bit strong. I think they appreciate their utility, and that's about as far as it goes.
I like maps.
Good.
Next up on our list, Miami. West Palm Beach route add-on.
You said route right.
Yeah, it's not hard to do.
Although it might be route.
So it looks like in this you gotta be
Apparently you
building, or a train, or inside of a train, or a train, or a train,
This
or inside of a train.
seems to be some sort of real exciting train simulator. This isn't even the whole thing. This is just an add-on containing things
You get
in the West Palm Beach
You
route.
get 70 miles from Miami to West Palm Beach, and it's only $40.
Who is playing a train simulator?
Lots of people. People love trains.
fair enough. I mean,
I
wouldn't be surprised if they have a
Train-
very specialized but large and loyal fandom.
Trains are really cool.
Trains are cool.
I like to be them.
To ride in trains, perhaps?
No, I don't like to ride in trains.
No? You like trains, but you don't like...
I like to be trains.
And how often have you been a train?
A lot.
Yeah? During this time, perhaps immediately beforehand, did you ingest or otherwise use some form of hallucinogen?
No.
Do you know what I just asked you?
Mostly.
I don't believe you do.
I kind of do.
Okay.
I love being a train.
All right.
Okay. Next up, dark romance, vampire in love. What do you say that?
I don't know. Everything about a $6.89 game.
So it looks like you gotta be a scary room.
Perhaps explore a scary room.
Or a skeleton.
That... What the fuck is this? Some sort of puzzle?
Or a coffin. Or Bejeweled.
Yeah, vampire-themed Bejeweled.
Or play Pretty Pretty Princess. I love that game.
Yeah. You love
I mean, I love the idea of it. I don't like to play it alone.
Yeah. Something tells me that you do like to play it alone, Jack.
No. That's just hearsay.
Yeah, I heard you say it.
No, that's just tomato tomato.
Oh, my God. Strike that phrase from your vocabulary. You do not understand it.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
That means I said it right and you said it wrong.
That's not what it means.
And you don't know what you're talking about.
In fact, the phrase is normally utilized tomato, tomato, saying that we are both saying the same thing in different ways.
No, okay, see, what happens is you say tomato, tomato, which means we're right. We're both right. And you can also say tomato, tomato, which means I'm right and you're wrong. Because tomato is wrong. I know things.
The implication of the phrase is tomato is not, in fact, wrong.
I hear people use it all the time.
Tomato?
No, tomato, tomato.
They don't say tomato, tomato. They say
Yeah,
tomato,
they often
tomato.
say tomato, tomato because the other person's wrong.
No. In fact, I'd like to point out that the way you just defined that phrase means that you have been using it wrong this whole time because you were trying to say that I was wrong. So not only do you completely misunderstand the phrase, but you've been using it wrong by your own inaccurate definition this whole time.
That's not true.
It is.
Tomato, tomato.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
I'm not certain what.
Feel you good now?
I've just decided not to go over this anymore.
That's not even a video game.
Is it not?
It's a download.
Was it a downloadable video game?
One of those not the game things.
Just an add-on?
More game. It's a more game.
Mm-hmm. Expansion, perhaps?
Nobody knows for sure.
I'm certain that the people who developed it have a way that they call it, something that they use as a descriptor for what it is.
No, that's silly.
Why would it be silly? How could they reference it if they don't?
I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
In the middle of a conversation we were having, you stopped listening to the conversation you were in.
I was really focused on something else.
What is this? What is this?
I looked up
Final Fantasy Type
Final
O
Fantasy
HD.
Type 0 HD PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Is that coming out soon, or is it already available? Oh, it will be released
in March of
17th.
next year. But it looked interesting because I know what the Final Fantasy means.
Yeah.
So it looks like in this one you get to be blonde.
Yep.
Or schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Or schoolgirl who's embarrassed about her body. And that's it. Finally, they're catering to the Japanese market. I just hear people say that, and I assume that it means quality and excitement.
That's fair.
$60 for a port of a 3-year-old PSP game. I guess it already exists?
Apparently. I have no idea. Maybe?
So, I don't remember this.
Nope.
Well, your cost could be different. They're charging $60 for a game that already exists?
Apparently. Although it has been, I imagine, entirely remastered.
This is worse when then they announced Final Fantasy VII again. PlayStation 4. Okay, like... Wait, you remember Final Fantasy VII for PlayStation 1?
I do.
Do you remember when it came out on PlayStation Portable?
I don't.
You remember when it came out on PlayStation 3?
I don't.
You remember when it came out on PC?
No.
These are all things that have happened.
Wow.
Well, they just announced it. They got a big, exciting group together, and they were like, we're really excited about this new game, and I think you will be too. Final Fantasy VII again. Now only $15 on PlayStation 4.
Did they upgrade the graphics at all, or is it still
No.
just the same shitty...
It's just the same game.
What the fuck?
So, I don't know. I think it's dumb if they charge more money for that sort of shit.
Yeah. It's hard to disagree with that. Especially if they put no effort into modernizing it. I think that it would be...
Well, I guess this one's HD, but it doesn't look that great.
Looks fine. I mean, it's better than I could do, certainly.
I don't know. You're pretty good at digital arting.
I'm not. I don't do it at all.
Maybe that's what I meant.
Ugh. Ugh. Fucking. The fuck.
Who knows?
Oh,
There's so much garbage out there.
so much garbage. 2 hours.
Oh, that's too many.
That is too many.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Alright, I'm
Well.
gonna go pass out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drink heavily. Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Probably. Might be multiples.
Mel,
Persons.
everyone.
Thanks.
You just say everyone. That means
Everyone.
even if it's one, then that's just covered.
Yeah, no, it's pretty accurate.
It's nicer that way. And you sound like a dick.
I do sound like it. This is probably because I'm a dick.
Oh, why didn't you say so
I just did.
before?
Oh. Didn't have an opportunity.
Dick.
Never came up.
Heh.
Ha! End on a sex pun. Stop the show!
Bye.